Things are warming up in BC, everybody. I'm Joey Only Caribou Weather Dude up here in Wells, BC, 3,953 feet above sea level, just down the road from Barkerville, with another weather forecast for you. Looking at the weekend, things are going to warm up this weekend in BC, but how long till the stormy weather shuts the door? I got all that and more. Let's go. There it is. This is bad news. My God.
Falling out right now.
Anything could happen.
Get on!
Wow. I'll watch the video later.
Ain't
dry mopping this. Hey everybody, hit like, share, subscribe if you wouldn't mind. I would appreciate that big time. Really my ability to make this broadcast for you is in some ways under attack in my life, and I need the support to keep going as always. So hit the likes, the shares, the subscribes, join if you haven't joined, and just keep coming back. Most of all, I appreciate your views. I appreciate a lot of you I talk to now. It's like we become friends there through the computer screens over the times. Anyways, let's get on with the show. This was going on today. We had a rabbit warning, we called it there. You see, you got the big rabbit here. There's his eyeball as the A, and we got the funnel cloud there drooping behind. That could be an ear as well if his ears are down there. Funnel cloud development's possible in the area below the head of the rabbit there, out towards the front arms. And then we have its ass over here. The orange is coming out of its ass, and there was a risk of tornado there, where the risk of a carrot coming out of the ass. So that's what's going on for them today. But through the weekend, it's a little different, a little less serious, I guess. There's still that funnel cloud risk on Saturday going into Manitoba now, Brandon, Dauphin, Yorkton. There's already been some cold core funnel clouds spotted today. If you pay attention to Justin Ordle's group there, or page he manages, Weather Center of Manitoba, they are the best place to go for news there. And of course, some storms firing up in Alberta where, like today, we had that risk of funnel clouds. Maybe check Brandon Houck's Facebook page on that one. But see, a little less serious tomorrow. Maybe the odd pop-up thunderstorm here and there. Area A and B being the keys. Area B could be where the severe storms really kick off, where you get that 3-centimeter hail. But for British Columbia, nothing that exciting. Looking at Sunday, Monday, well, nothing really interesting there. And looking at what do we have here? Saturday, Sunday, nothing expected on Saturday. And even today was pretty quiet, except for Fort St. John north up to Fort Nelson. Then a little bit of a risk there in that far Rocky Mountain, Columbia's East Kootenays corridor there in the southeast part of the province, but those are non-severe thunderstorms that we've been expecting there today. Well, let's go a little higher for change. We'll go to the 250 millibar heights instead of the average 500. It just gives us a little bit better of an idea what's going on in terms of jet stream activity and whatnot. So we're going to come right back to the front of the loop here. As you'll see, loop begins now. As you can see, that low is passing through Alberta, big low making lots of storms on its way out. And we got the ridging coming into British Columbia right here. A couple nice days there, but then something's coming down to close the door, it seems like. There's some different model solutions as what that looks like, but it seems like there's some agreement that a new line of nonsense is coming at us there next week sometime. I mean, you really got to enjoy the good times while you got them, folks, in BC this summer. It's like their windows are short and happy when they are, but okay, what about wind? What about the warm? What about the warm, Joey? Well, we got this low off the coast. He's going to be the guy that eventually we're going to have to deal with, right? But if we have a look at rain and thunder, you can see the low making for strong thunderstorms in northwestern Ontario tonight. Manitoba at risk. Some good rain coming onto some of the fires there in northern Manitoba or northern Saskatchewan. Well, not quite northern Saskatchewan. I guess it's the central, but it's when you're getting into the forested areas where some of those fires are right now. Where are they? How much rain are they getting? Need that to go a little more north. But still, it is helping make things a little cooler at least. So we have some precipitation up on the north coast. Mostly looking at Alaska getting that, and then it's going to spill some of that cloud over into northern BC on Saturday. Strong thunderstorm outbreak going on in Manitoba especially. Lots of new lightning popping up behind it, and the dry slot in behind the low. A bit of a rain coming into northern BC, sketching over the mountains there. Saturday mostly nice, mostly warm in southern BC. Got that ridge of high pressure pushing on in, building, getting nicer while this low goes on out. Maybe not giving as much rain as we were hoping to, at least in this modeling solution. So sorry about that. Okay, northern part of BC taking rain on Sunday morning into early dawn hours there, and you can see terrace maybe too, a little bit of showers and whatnot, clouds going on in there, the coast mountains in the far north there, getting a good dumping. Even Fort St. John and Fort Nelson at risk of a little bit of a rainfall, a little bit of showers there, nothing too substantial. Sunday morning looking nice in southern BC, 28 Williams Lake, 29 Vernon. Hey, we could use that. Thunderstorms popping up in Saskatchewan, maybe bringing some of that rain still that we're hoping for, knock things down. Northern BC, mostly just some scattered convective showers, nothing too crazy going on. Maybe we come through the weekend for southern British Columbia, at least looking pretty nice. So that's good news for us in southern BC. How long can that last for? Well, let's find out. Things are clearing up in the prairies too as we come through this pattern. And so if we go look at Monday morning and see what's happening there, warming up on Vancouver Island, warming up in the central interior, warming up in southern BC. That ridge of high pressure making things nice, especially through West Caribou there. Maybe a bit of the Chilcotin up into Burns Lake, for Vanderhoof and areas like that. Pretty nice. Monday at 3 o'clock, really hot down there. There's a low down there, settling in a warm low, 39 Celsius in parts of Washington State at that time. Keep going on Monday. Looking nice. Hey, we could use some of that. How long can this nice warm weather stay for? Not very long, unfortunately. Maybe a little bit on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday looking pretty good. Even seeing 30s in southern BC maybe on Tuesday. That's nice. So weekend weather trending nicer and nicer in southern BC. Northern BC maybe not quite as nicely, but by Tuesday that's when we're starting to see maybe some of the first rounds of thunderstorms popping up from this next round of weather that's coming in. So some thunderstorms to kind of show. There it is. So this is going to become the new low. We can see these shortwave bands pushing in. That's the new low. I was just kind of waiting to see, where is it? What's it going to be? So is it going to go through northern BC? According to ECMWF, northern BC, yeah, that would bring much needed rain into the Northwest Territories. That's good. Maybe a little bit of thunderstorms down in the Caribou when it does so. Okay, so what? What about GFS solutions? The GFS solutions seem kind of similar. In fact, they kind of have a new one sort of developing Tuesday right in central Alberta, southern Alberta, just sort of really popping up in behind that one that comes through in the weekend. So that would combine with that low pressure that's sitting down there. That would bring some much needed rain still into the far north. Maybe a slightly different solution. Seems like it. Well, we'll have to wait. That brings a lot of rain to northern Alberta, though. That's going to probably start to be the end of their fire season if that occurs. So we'll be watching for that. ECMWF, what does it look like in comparison? Yeah, they had that low way further up north. So we're going to have to wait a couple days to see which of these solutions is correct. One would have thunderstorms being more prevalent in BC interior than the other. One would have rain being more prevalent than the other. One would have the low really forming over Alberta. That would make for a much more stormy week in the prairies if that's the case, I think for sure. Okay. Bottom line is you got a good weekend coming at you, friends. So enjoy it while you got it. We'll keep giving you weather updates here on Caribou Weather Dude YouTube channel. Thanks for everything. Hit like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.